Hey guys, what's up? Andrew from American Musical Supply here at Winter NAMM 2017, Day 2. We're at the Orange booth with Adrian. He's the designer of these two fantastic new amps that have come out, the Rocker 15 and the Rocker 32. And he's going to walk us through those and also tell us about another exciting product from Orange.
Hello there, yeah. So the Rocker 15, we got asked by a lot of people to remake a Rocker 30, which we discontinued a few years ago, you know. So I got that front end, added a tube effects loop, and made a smaller version with a single 10 for the like portability and stuff, you know. And you know, there's also people going on about 1 watt amps, so I thought, okay, I'm going to put a bedroom headroom switch on it. So if it's on bedroom, it's half a watt on half power or 1 watt on full power. If it's on headroom, it's 7 watts or 15 watts. You
Okay.
know? Single 10, voice of the world speaker, 101 dB. It's the loudest 10 that I know of. And then we got the Rocker 32, same front end, but I wanted to put a twist on it. So we got 2 per 10, 2 15 watt output stages, 1 send, 2 returns. Yeah.
Okay.
So that, you know, the way that works is if you want to use it as a mono effects loop, you just plug into the right hand mono or whatever, you know, the one marked mono, the return, you know,
Yeah.
and it just works like a mono amp. But it's always a tiny bit stereo because one of the returns has a cathode follower, one doesn't.
Okay.
So they hit the output stages with slightly different impedances.
Okay.
So you get a tiny bit towards being double tracked, slightly, just an essence of it, but never phasey or messed up. It
Right.
just sounds a bit bigger and a bit more satisfying, you know?
Okay.
But if you want to stick something like a Strymon dig or, you know, timeline or whatever on your board in the effects loop and do the stereo thing, it works great for that as well. Which is really sort of, for people that want to do that, there's so many good digital delays out now, you know, there's so many good, especially the Strymon stuff is particularly good, you know. So, you know, I wanted a small stage footprint, you know, that can do that. And even if it's single mic'd, the crowd will still get an essence of what the guitarist wants to get across out of the amp if they're near the front, you know.
Right.
So, same front end as the 15, you know, it's basically the Rocker 30 front end, but actually putting the effects loop on, because it's all tube, 100% tube, we never put anything solid state in our tube amps.
Okay.
Because I don't like lying to people.
Right.
And so many people say it's 100% tube, and then you find there's op amps in there and stuff like that. And it's like, well, you're not telling the truth. You've done the effects loop solid state, you've done the reverb solid state, and you're saying it's 100% tube amp.
Gotcha.
It's like you're lying to people.
Right.
That's not good.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know, they know who they are, you know. So, you know, I don't like doing that, you know. I'll keep the solid state stuff solid state and the tube stuff tube, you know. And another reason for doing that is the voltage difference.
Okay.
Is you got plus minus 15 if it's solid state, you know. And then you got, you know, 350 volts on an EL84 amp, you know, or 320 volts or whatever on the output, you know, on the same board, and then condensation. You know, it's not a question of if, it's a question of when it's going to die.
Right.
You know, with condensation. So this way it keeps the solid state, it keeps them separate. So, you know.
Cool.
Yeah, these are 100% tube preamp, tube effects loop, tube output stage.
Okay.
You know.
You want to give us a little demo?
Well, also we've got the Kongpressor.
Oh, okay.
Which is new for the show, spelt with a K, as in King Kong.
Okay.
So this is like one of the first of what they're called picture pedals, you know. So they don't even have the logo; they just have artwork.
Okay.
Know? And I worked on this for 2 years. It has a quasi-floating sidechain, and I was after something with a much smoother release bloom than what else is out there, you know. So I'm actually happy with the final version, you know. Optical, Roche compliant opto-couplers, you know. We actually got some made and had them approved and verified.
Cool.
And so, yeah, that took the time, you know, and the design took time, but Yeah, the result is something the lap steel players and pedal steel players really love, and the country players, well, just anyone, because it kind of has the essence of an LA2A on a board.
Okay.
It's kind of nice, you know.
Yeah.
Because that was the device that a lot of guitar recordings from sort of, you know, early 60s through the 70s were, you know, it's like, how did they get that guitar sound? Why does that guitar sound so good? And it's like, I've got that amp, I've got that very year, I've got the same guitar, and it doesn't sound like that. Well, okay, 50% or more than 50% is because you don't play it like that, you know, and the rest is LA2A, because the amp's mic'd up, it goes for a mic pre LA2A tape. You know, that's basically everything was tracked up through one of them.
Right.
So I wanted the essence of that, or something that does a similar thing, because I've always loved that compressor, you know, that people can throw on a board, you know. So pricing in the US map is $799 for the Rocker 15,
Okay.
$1099 for the Rocker 32, and $155 for the Kongpressor.
Okay. Cool.
Cool.
Sounds very reasonable. Well, thanks, Adrian. So, are you going to give us a little, let us hear some of these?
Yeah, I'm going to, basically, I've got a Strymon dig in the effects loop.
Okay.
It's off at the moment. And I'm in the natural channel, which is a channel that was on the Rocker 30 that basically has just this one stage with just volume control.
Okay.
So it's really... Now I'm going to hit the Kongpressor. And then I'll hit delay so you can see what the stereo effects loop does.
Yeah, right on. That sounds great. It's so fat, the compressor.
Yeah, it is. And if you want to hear it with the other channel, which is a 3-stage
Okay.
lead channel, I'll give you a glimpse of that as well. The volume is going to be probably similar.
Yeah, wow. That sounds great. Well, thanks so much, Adrian, for the
Cool.
rundown. And if you're interested in checking out any of these products, you can visit AmericanMusical.com.